Let's chat.
It is one of the surefire signs that fall is not too far away, and that is the Hamilton County Fair. And this is going to be a very special fair coming up this year. Big anniversary for it.
30
Mike
years.
Dunn is here. Hey, Mike. Good morning.
Good to see you.
30 years of the Hamilton County Fair.
Two things before we start.
All right, please.
Okay. Got to say, that story you just said about the camel, it sounds like something you'd hear on National Public Radio's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, where you have to guess what's the real story and what isn't the story. I mean,
correct.
that's just, and the other thing is, they cut the videotape a little short, because the best part about this morning was, after you and Izzy both ate the crickets,
Right.
you know, you looked at Izzy and said, well, what's it taste like? And he was being diplomatic. All right, and you just go, tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
That was great. I roared.
Tastes like chicken. I actually ate two of them that you didn't see on that videotape.
You are a brave man.
We'll save that for the end of the year.
I like that shellfish excuse that Jess just gave.
Actually, it wasn't bad.
You know,
So are you going to have a camel at the fair this year?
no, we're not. But we are going to.
Would
have
she
pigs
walk a
and
mile
dogs.
for a camel? That was just too good not to pass along.
Yeah, well.
So no camel at the county fair.
No camel at the county fair, but we'll have racing pigs. We will have our soccer dogs. We will have food. We'll have festivities, and we'll have, unfortunately, hot weather apparently.
Yeah, it's going to be a scorcher, no doubt about it. At least it'll be dry.
Well, that's a good thing.
Don't have to worry about that. All right, Jess was excited about the food.
Yeah,
Let's go into a little more detail on that.
Let me say that we have terrific vendors because,
Yeah.
as you know, last year we had a weather event and we weren't able to hold the fair.
Right.
And all of the vendors there just said, you know, like, keep the deposits. We're coming back next year. We love your fair. It's one of the best events we do on our circuit. So they're all going to be here, so you can look forward to it. I can't believe that Jess doesn't like chocolate or didn't like chocolate.
Can you believe
I
that?
mean, is she a communist?
Well, you know, that question has been asked in these very rooms before. But yeah, chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate?
He said, well, apparently Jess until 3 years ago. but we'll have fried Oreos, so you know if she comes, maybe we can convince her to try those. I mean,
Right.
they always have them. I couldn't think of the name yesterday when I was trying to, but I think there's a company called Denon's, and they have chocolate-covered cheesecake and chocolate-covered strawberries. And
Wow.
I always hit that because I love chocolate. Let's see, there's always, you know, fried dough, you know, corn on the cob, roasted corn on the cob, ice cream, and all kinds of the traditional fair foods, you know, the fried potato chips.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you name it, we pretty much got it except shark on a stick.
Now, a few years ago, you had chocolate-covered bacon.
I missed that.
I don't know how, but if they're back this year, don't miss it.
Oh, really? That good?
Chocolate-covered bacon. Yeah, and you've got all the other things that normally you would see at a county fair.
There's the
except
community
here,
stage right there. You got a picture of it up.
Yeah.
And we'll have all kinds of different dancers and let's see, the young kids do you know ballet or tap. We have older folks who seniors, I guess is the appropriate term, who'll come and do. There's a group that comes every year and they are terrific. And they do a boot scoot type of
Right.
event. And it's emceed by a familiar name to both of us, a former meteorologist here, and then a former anchor here, Amy Ketcher.
Ah, Amy Ketcher.
Speaking of which,
There you
there's
go.
the storm catcher right now.
As if right on cue.
Man,
You
and
need,
I
you
didn't
need
even
to tell
plan
Amy that I honked at her the other day. She was probably wondering what crazy person was honking at her, but you can tell her it was me.
Yeah, she likes to go from her place of work to a
Right.
local restaurant, and she walks, and you know, and Chip kind of went, "Hey, lady."
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, but that's Amy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Amy will be out at the fair.
Right.
And want to go back to a slide that we showed you a moment ago, the racing pigs. Now, I've seen those at a number of barbecue events that I attend every year, and those things are a hoot.
They are. We couldn't believe it the first year, the reaction that we got. Because, and there's, by the way, there's the folks I was talking about a few moments ago. They come every year, and they're just wonderful. It's certainly worth coming over to the community stage just to see them. But back to the racing pigs. It was 9 deep. I couldn't get close enough to shoot video of it.
Yeah.
The first year. I mean, it's a big event. People are coming back this year. I think they do 3 shows each day. Of course, the fair is open from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock,
Right.
Saturday and Sunday. And we should point out the fair is free. But if you want to get there, it's going to cost you $6 if you're an adult, all right, or $4 if you're a child, 3 and older. If you're under the age of 3, you can ride for free, and you can pick up that ride at the Middle Valley Recreation Center, which is off of Hickson, off of Crabtree, and then also at Northgate Mall.
How do you do a fair of this magnitude, but yet you're able to have no admission fee on this? Any sponsors that we need to give a big round of thanks to?
I think you will see a big Food City balloon there, and,
Right.
and several other sponsors also. A couple of years ago, we had lost a major sponsor, and Big Woody stepped up,
Right.
and was very helpful to us, and we've always been appreciative of that. We love our Food City relationship. They just come out there, and actually, they're usually placed pretty close to where you guys have a tent
Yeah.
also, and you guys have been supportive throughout the years also, and we appreciate that.
It's our pleasure.
It's a group effort, and you know, a couple of weeks we're going to talk about the 200th anniversary of Hamilton County, but we want to point out that, you know, this is our 30th anniversary, but it started back of the current incarnation. But it started back in 1915.
Right.
All right. There was a one-time event at Warner Park, and then it continued, and there were several variations of it throughout the decades. But Claude Ramsey began this, and Mayor Coppinger has continued it. Mayor Coppinger is a huge supporter of the fair. And last year he was extremely disappointed because of all the rain that we couldn't put it on.
Yeah.
And he made sure that we were going to do it this year. Rain or shine, the show will go on, as we say.
You don't think people in our profession are going to upset Mayor Coppinger 2 years in a row?
No, absolutely not.
It will not happen. All right, briefly, we talked about some of the favorite activities from the past that are coming back. If you had to pick out your favorite new one or new attraction, what do you think it would be?
Oh, and it has to be the soccer dogs. We're so excited to have them. We were scheduled last year, and it did not happen.
Right.
But they're so interactive. They kind of move a soccer ball in a certain area, interacting with spectators. So, you know, like they'll bump it, and it'll go to you, and then you bump it back. All right, and, you know, I've seen the video clip that we have in-house.
Right.
And we just want everybody to come and enjoy, and there you go. There's a picture right there.
All right.
It should be a fun day. The
It
only
always
thing
is.
is we want to remind people that, you know, like we have plenty of Coke wagons out there that sell a lot of Dasani water.
Sure.
All right, so, you know, if you get a little bit thirsty, you can do that. We want everybody to wear cool, comfortable clothing.
Yeah.
Wear a hat, perhaps, and you just come and have a great time.
And wear your sunscreen. You will
Oh,
need
yes.
it this weekend. Mike Dunn, thanks so much for
Always
coming
a
down
pleasure.
and sharing a few details about the upcoming Hamilton County Fair. Probably a few surprises since this is year number 30 for the fair. Check out the website, hamiltontn.gov/fair. Again, hamiltontn.gov/fair.